welcome to my channel. I'm Anne and today I'm bringing you a very fun video where I'm talking about the 10 books that I want to read before the end of 2025. So 2025 is coming to a very quick close. We are in the beginning of November, which is crazy to think about, but it is time to start thinking about the books that I really want to get to before the end of the year, because I think that these are going to be some excellent reads to end out the year. So the first one that I want to talk about is Tourist Season by Bryn Weaver. I have had this on my Kindle since it released because I pre-ordered the Kindle edition, and I've been scared to get to it because Butcher Blackbird and that Ruinous Love series has been one of my favorite series of all time. It's definitely a favorite of mine, and I'm very scared to get into this one and not have those characters. You know, I know Bryn Weaver is an excellent writer. She is hilarious and funny, and everything that goes on in her stories is just unhinged in the best freaking way. But I'm still really scared to check out this one. Tourist Season. And if I'm being honest, I don't really know what it's about. Because I've been scared to kind of look into it too much. But this is the Seasons of Carnage trilogy, and book one is Tourist Season. So we've got Welcome to Cape Carnage. Visit once, stay forever. Cape Carnage is a seaside town full of colourful houses, quirky shops, and an unusually high body count. But with tourists comes trouble, and Harper Starling won't let anyone ruin her picture-perfect home. A skilled gardener with killer instincts, Harper protects her sanctuary at any cost, especially from her aging mentor with a fading memory. Troublesome tourists don't check out of Carnage. They compost beneath Harper's award-winning flower beds. But Nolan Rhodes isn't your average tourist. Devilishly handsome, disarmingly charming, and skilled with the blade, Nolan is relentless in the pursuit of revenge. On every anniversary of the hit-and-run accident that fractured his life, Nolan slays another target. And he saved the best for last, the undeniably beautiful Harper Starling. The problem, Harper isn't the monster he expected, and she won't go down without a fight. When an amateur true crime investigator comes to Cape Carnage on the trail of a long-lost serial killer, Harper and Nolan strike an uneasy truce. If Nolan helps Harper protect her town, she'll keep quiet about his hunting habits. For now. But their alliance soon spirals into obsession, one that threatens to shatter every secret in Carnage, including their fragile love. Tourist Season is darkly funny, slow burn, enemies to lovers romance where destruction and desire are balanced on the edge of a blade, and where love is the most dangerous battleground of all. Doesn't that just sound great? I think it does. And the next one that I don't own physically, before I forget, is Arcana Academy by Elise Kova. I've heard so many great things about this. This is one of the biggest releases of this year, and I'm very excited to read it. All I know about it is tarot magic. Excuse me. It's 7 p.m. at night after a long work day. I am tired. All I know about this is tarot magic is involved somehow. That's all I know. So a woman who wields magical tarot cards lands herself in a false engagement with the headmaster of a mysterious academy in this first installment of an enthralling fantasy romance series from Elise Kova. I've heard amazing things about this. One of my friends, Pashi, really loves this. It's one of her favourite books of all time. Elise Kova is one of her favourite authors. So I'm very excited to check this one out. But that is the two ebooks that I have that I really need to check out. But I also have a stack of books here on my lap that I want to definitely get to before the end of the year, because they've been on my TBR before and I just haven't gotten to them, or they've just been ones that I've been very excited about. So the first one is A Pack for Autumn by Amelia Emerson. So this was an indie published book, and it has just been traditionally published, so I had to grab the indie cover when someone was selling it, the indie edition, and it is signed by the author. And this is a megaverse from what I know. I don't really know what that means. I know it's werewolves, I know it's white shoes, reverse harem sort of scenario. That's all I really know about it. But she was looking for quiet, she found them instead. Starlight Groves needs a lighthouse keeper, and all of Autumn Harvest needs a fresh start. Preferably one with as much solitude as possible. Her new isolated ocean cottage is perfect, except for the eccentric meddling townspeople and the cat who's adopted her. When the town wins a grant for lighthouse restoration, Olive is forced to let their contractors into her space, a company comprised of 3 hot alphas. Easton, her golden retriever stalker, Lara's the steady protective Viking, and Finn, who's hiding a pain that matches her own. Suddenly these guys are everywhere and they're completely unfazed by Olive's prickly personality as they try to care for her, protect her and court her. But everyone in this relationship is holding on to secrets, and it might not just be the lighthouse that needs restoration. It sounds so cute. It looks so cozy. It's perfect for fall, although it's not fall here. It's spring at the moment and it's getting very, very warm. But I just love it and I really, really want to get to it. I'm sad that I didn't get to meet Amelia at Ages of Pages last year. She sold out before I could get to it. And then I just didn't see her at our table, so I couldn't meet her, but I'm very excited to get to that one. The next one is another highly, highly recommended one from a bunch of my friends, and that is Our Infinite Fates by Laura Stephen. I don't know a hell of a lot about this apart from these two are destined to be together, and in every single lifetime they are destined to fall in love and one of them will kill the other. So all I know about this is she's been killed before her 18th birthday, but in her present life her little sister needs her in order to stay alive. To save her sister and make it past her 18th birthday, she'll have to 1. Find the centuries old enemy who hunts her through each life, 2. Figure out why she's being hunted so that she can break the curse once and for all, and 3. Most importantly, she's going to have to try not to fall in love with them all over again. Steph, Maddie and a bunch of other friends really, really love this one, so I'm very, very intrigued to get to this one. I know it is heartbreaking, so I'm very intrigued but also kind of scared to get to it. Another one that is highly, highly recommended from the wonderful Brie is Skin of a Sinner by Avina St. Graves. This is another signed indie edition that I bought on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm very happy to have this on my shelf. But this is a dark romance from what I remember, following Roman Riviera was my everything once upon a time. I found my knight in shining armor in the form of a fellow foster kid. He protected me and promised to stand by my side forever. But Roman Riviera is a liar. He left me with monsters. 3 years later I found him in the middle of the night, soaked in my family's blood and carving his initials into my foster brother's skin. He tied me up and dragged me away for the life that I had made without him. I tried to run, but he chased me. I wanted to scream, but the sound never came out. He says that I'm never getting away from him. He says he's back for good. I don't believe him. Avina St. Graves is a babe from what I can see. I follow her on Instagram and I just love all the content that she creates, especially the debacle that she's just had with her printer, which was great. But this is signed and I'm very excited to read this. I do think I will read it on ebook just so I don't ruin this. It's a gorgeous edition. But that is another one. The next one that I want to get to is Wrath of the Dragons by Olivia Rose Darley. I do think that I will have to read book 1 first, Fear the Flames, just so I can delve into this world and remember every single little thing that happened in this. But this is book 2 in the Fear the Flames series, and in Fear the Flames we're following Elwyn, and she is a runaway princess after her father kind of put her away in a prison and taken her dragons away, and she kind of becomes allies with her father's worst enemy to then take back her dragons and do a heist to get these dragons back. And we just watch their relationship blossom, we watch this family dynamic grow, and we watch Elwyn become one with herself and kind of realizing that she can be queen and she can be this person who gets her dragons back and has love and a perfect family, a fan family. And I just loved book 1 so much, so I'm very excited to get to this one. It is a bit chunkier than book 1, but I'm hoping that I can fly through book 1, annotate it, because my gorgeous friend Sarah Elizabeth did gift me book 1 as a physical copy from my Amazon wishlist, so massive thank you to Sarah Elizabeth. And yeah, I'm very excited about this. I'm very highly anticipating that one, and I'm sad I haven't gotten to it yet. One that I'm kind of scared to read because book 4, we're not sure when it's coming out, but I promised my friend Brie, Choose and Reads on Instagram, that I would read this before the end of the year, and that is Spark of the Everflame by Pen Cole. Brie, if you don't know, is obsessed with Pen Cole. It has been on her street team since 2020, has kind of followed Pen's journey from indie to being this multi-million-dollar sort of author. And I've heard that this series is full of heartbreak, full of plot twists and cliffhangers, and I'm very scared to get to this one, although it is short. But yeah, book 4, we don't know when it's coming out, so I'm very intrigued to see where that goes. But I don't really know much about this. I know I wanted to read it when it was indie and then I just never got to it, which is the same for most of these books. When old secrets catch fire, everything will burn. In a mortal world colonized by the gods and ruled over by the Descended, their cruel magic-wielding offspring, Diem Bellator yearns to escape the insular life of her poor village. When her mother suddenly disappears and Diem discovers a dangerous secret about her past, she seizes an unexpected opportunity to enter the dark world of Descended royalty and unlock the web of mysteries her mother left behind. With the dying king's handsome, enigmatic heir watching her every move and a ruthless rebel alliance recruiting her to join the growing civil war, Diem will have to navigate the unwritten rules of love, power, and politics in order to save her family and all of mortal kind. So I've heard that this is the slowest slow burn, like nothing happens until pretty much book 3, and I'm here for that. But I'm also very, very scared to get to this one, but hopefully I can get to it before the end of the year. One that has been on every single TBR and since it came out. I had it pre-ordered on Kindle. I still didn't read it. I bought the physical and I still haven't read it, but that is Caught Up by Navisa Allen. If you don't know me, I am obsessed with Navisa Allen. I love Lights Out. I own 3 editions of Lights Out. I got the special After Dark edition that just arrived and I'm obsessed with it, and I'm sad and annoyed with myself that I haven't read this one. But this is the interconnected standalone sequel to Lights Out. So in this one we're following Nico, who we met in book 1, who is Ali's cousin, and then we're also following Lauren, who is someone that he's obsessed with. So this is a second chance romance from what I remember, and it's a dark romance. Obviously he is a masked man, and I just have the best time with Navisa Allen. She is hilarious and I'm very excited for this one. So Nico Jr. Troshi knows Lauren Marchetti is off limits, and like him don't get to have women like her. It's why he pushed her away in high school and still keeps his distance. But Junior follows Lauren online, and now that the shy bookish girl he remembers is gone, he can't stop obsessing over the strikingly beautiful woman who has taken her place. Lauren Marchetti knows Junior is dangerous. He broke her heart once and she won't let him do it again. But as their flirtatious encounters escalate, Lauren starts to remember why she fell for the brooding anti-hero all those years ago. As old obstacles resurface, Junior and Lauren are forced to face their true feelings for each other and decide just how far they're willing to go for a second chance at love. I'm so excited and I cannot wait for this one. One that is a little bit chunky is one that's been sitting on my shelves for quite a while because I love this author and I love one of his previous series. It's one of my favorite series of all time, and that is Mr. J. Kristoff. And I want to try and get to Empire of the Vampire before the end of the year. So this is on my November TBR, so I'm really hoping that I can get to it. But this is a chunky boy. So J. Kristoff is known for his dark fantasy, and I'm very, very intrigued about this one. I know there's vampires, and that's all I really know. I've heard so many great things about this, and it's the perfect time to pick it up because book 3 is coming out this month. So if I really love this, I can kind of delve in and binge this series. Maybe. But this it has been 27 long years since the last sunrise. Ever since vampires have waged war against humanity, building their eternal empire, even as they tear down our own. Gabriel de Leon, half man, half monster, and last remaining Silver Saint, a sworn brother of the Holy Silver Order dedicated to defending the realm from the creatures of the night, is all that stands between the world and its end. Imprisoned by the very monsters he has vowed to destroy, Gabriel is forced to tell his story. A story of legendary battles and forbidden love, of faith lost and friendships won, of the War of the Blood and the Forever King, and the quest for the humanity's last remaining hope, the Holy Grail. As I'm flicking through this, I'm seeing all of this character art and it's just making me so excited to read this. So I'm hoping that this might be the next physical read that I pick up because I'm currently reading one at the moment, and then this might be a good option to start getting through. Oh my gosh. I love, obsessed, and I'm very, very excited. This is just getting me so excited for this one. And the last one that I have on this TBR is Babel by R.F. Kuang. So I have Calabasas on my shelves as well, but I really want to get to Babel before I read that one. So this is a dark fantasy or epic fantasy sort of dark academia story, and I'm very, very intrigued about this one. I know that the magic system is all based around language and translation, and that's all I really know. So yeah, an act of translation is always an act of betrayal. Oxford, 1836. The city of dreaming spires, it is the centre of all knowledge and progress in the world, and at its heart is Babel, Oxford University's prestigious Royal Institute of Translation, the tower from which all the power of the empire flows. Orphaned in Canton and brought to England by a mysterious guardian, Robin Swift thought Babel a paradise until it became a prison. But can a student stand against an empire? So I know that this talks a lot about colonialism and cultural appropriation, and I'm very, very excited to get to this one as well. I've loved all of R.F. Kuang's books. I read the Poppy War series, absolutely loved it. It's one of my favourite series of all time. And I also read Yellowface, and that was a lot of fun. So I'm very intrigued to go into more of her darker fantasy sort of side again, because I've been missing that with the Poppy War series. So that is the 10 books that I'm hoping to read before the end of the year. Wish me luck, because some of these are chunky and some of these are going to take me a little while. But let me know in the comments below what you're hoping to read before the end of the year. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Bye!